Hello America, this is Joe Medina, your leading correspondent for Metrotech's Economic Weekly News, bringing America's youth economic news since 2013. Today, we have a doozy for you. We have famous economic professor Alexander Fairbanks in the studio with us, ready to break down Investing 101. Later in the show, you'll hear from our leading reporter, George Burra, who has an interview of a lifetime with famous bass player Robert Reese from Megadeth. Rob is famous for his bass skills, but has been known to openly criticize economic ideas and fiscal policy. Now, I'll send it to our lead reporter, George Burra.
Thanks, Joe. Today, I'm here with the world-famous professor named Alex Fairbanks, and today, he's going to talk to us about his take of investment and how he defines economics.
Well, I just recently wrote a paper on economics, and let me read those off. So the stock market is ever-changing. It's a rough ride for the individual investors. Sometimes entire sectors can be endlessly hyped and suddenly tanked. Political forces that can impact the market in multiple ways. To top it off, we have individuals like Bernie Madoff, who represent greed that can cause some to turn their investing operations into outright gambles. So, what's someone to do when they're trying to survive in this heartless world with stocks and bonds? It's simple. Return to the fundamentals of investing. It's the simplest rules that are the most relevant. Remember, try not to get too caught up in the future. Buy when stocks are low and sell when it's high. Try not to get too attached to stocks that are less than $10. And most importantly,
For the professor himself, stick to the basic and keep your head in the game. Recently, I was able to catch up with a famous bass player named Rob Reese from Megadeth. Here's the interview I was able to get in my hands and the chance to meet up with them. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks, George. I'm waiting inside Metrotech's investing firm, waiting for a monumental interview with one of Metrotech's investors. Right now, as you can see, I don't have an investor, so I'm going to send it back to our leading reporter, George Burra, who has an interview of a lifetime with famous economist and bass player, Rob Reese.
Hello, guys. Today I'm here with the legendary bass player named Rob Reese. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fairly well, I just came back from Europe, touring, all month, so I just came back to visit family.
Wow, that's hear that. Now, I know everybody knows you by your math skills, but do you have any side of economics on you?
Well, yeah, I like to invest my time in economics because I think it's a part of life. For example, if I didn't spend all my money and all my time on playing bass, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you.
Wow, this is a smart man. So, what is investing to you? Do you have any examples of investment? How does that apply to your life?
Well, if I wouldn't practice my bass, I wouldn't have been chosen to be with Dave Mustaine in the band, you know what I mean? And investment economics doesn't have to be about money all the time. And for example, a student in college can invest his blood, sweat, and tears and all his effort to get a degree and get a high-paying job and all that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, sir. Now back to you, Joe.
Thanks, George. As you guys can see, I don't have an interview waiting for me right now. But next week, right this hour, I have an interview with one of Metrotech's leading investors talking about stocks and economic news. So, that was our show for this week. And remember, stick to the basics and keep your head in the game. This is Joe Medina, your leading correspondent for Metrotech's Economic Weekly News.
What a relief. We're done. Shout out to Fairbanks, Joey, and the best player, Robbie.
Got special ladies man, Saul.
That recorder, though.
This was our take in investing in economic news, and a special shout out to old man, Mr. Gardea, messed up him and all with the gangster lean.